Alright guys, so I got something pretty cool to show you. A little project I've been working on lately, and this is something called a Faraday cage. It's not done yet, and I'll do the video on it fully when it's completed. But essentially, what this box does, and this is a cheap box, you get it, just got this one at Home Depot. And it's a box lined with copper tape. You put the copper tape around the edges where the seal, it's going to seal up, and then we're going to put 3 layers of aluminum foil all on the sidings, or probably just the bottom and the sides, 3 layers of aluminum foil. And then we put, then we're going to line it in this foam here. And basically what that is going to do is keep our electronics safe from a nuclear event, an EMP, or high altitude, which is a high altitude nuclear weapon, or a solar flare. That's why once spacecraft leaves the Earth's atmosphere and the protection of the atmosphere, they're lined with copper. You know, spacecraft, you see lots of copper on them because it protects the electronics of the spacecraft from the power of the sun's rays, which are obviously not good for electronics. So solar flares are a threat to us naturally, and then we have obviously nuclear devices that can be explode in high altitude and cause our electronics to, be destroyed. But if you have your electronics in one of these boxes, essentially, or a Faraday cage, they will be safe. Now, depending on the threat level of the EMP, it won't work. But it's better to have nothing, right? So, a solar flare, really high, like the highest solar flare you can get, I guess there's like different levels. There's not much you could do. Solar flare is going to wipe out everything. But a nuclear, better than nothing, right? So it's better to have it and, just store some things in there, some batteries, this is a solar, maybe a couple flashlights, just some electronical stuff that, definitely some kind of a radio so you can get information in case something like that happened, to protect the electronics, maybe an extra car battery. I plan on, if it fits, the main use with this would be an extra spare battery for my truck. Okay, so that's, my truck will be able to start. Now, I don't know if the computer in the truck, I have to do a little more research, but I am starting to get into it a little bit more. But yeah, this thing's going to be lined up in copper. I ran out of tape, so I didn't have a chance to finish it. I'll plug up all that stuff. And then aluminum foil. I think you don't have to do both, but I'm choosing to do both. And if it's going to look really cool. It's a nice looking thing. You could do this with a trash can. I didn't think a trash can was very aesthetic pleasing looking. I don't want a trash can in my office. Something like this just like looks kind of cool. It's like, hey man, what's that? Oh, that's a Faraday cage. No big deal. So, looks awesome though. I really like it. And so that's the deal with that. And so yeah, Faraday cage. I have another episode on its way out for you guys to enjoy about, some things that are going on. And this is really easy to make. I got this box. It was like $30 at Home Depot. Lock, has the little clampers. And so have a little bit more work to do to it, and I'll make the full video on this, but I just wanted to kind of show you guys that. Another thing that I got that's pretty cool, that we're going to be doing a little project on the channel, is this book. And this book is a really neat looking journal. And what I'm going to do with this is, this is going to be my guide, like my prepper's guide. So if something ever was to happen to me, somebody could pick this up and know exactly what to do with as far as prep goes. Anything that I prep goes in here. All of my preps, everything goes in here. So this is the guide to my preparations and everything that I have, how to do different things, how to seed, how to plant, how to make a water filtration. There's going to be drawings in here. I got some glue. I'm going to be gluing pictures in there, different pictures and stuff. And it's just going to be a really cool looking book that I made for myself and my family, and maybe whoever my future wife is would be able to have this and reference it if anything was to happen to me. Ammo, how to load a gun, how to clean a gun, just all kinds of different stuff I'm going to put in here. And in no particular order, but, you know, just how my brain works pretty much. And that's pretty awesome. So I got that now to do a little project, and we'll be doing that on the channel together. Lots of projects on the channel. And I also decided to change the podcast format to episodic. So every month we will be doing a new subject. This month is obviously preparations, and we'll be doing that through all of October until Election Day. And November, I think we're going to do some science. Okay, because science is fun. So I also got a bunch of magazines for the AR-15. Finally came in. Still haven't got my placard. Here's the copper tape. Still haven't got my placard for my plate carrier. Little disappointed there. Hasn't come in yet, but that's okay. But I do got a bunch of PMags. So essentially my loadout is now 210 rounds. These 4 magazines will be going on my front plate. And then the one I have in the rifle, wherever that is, oh, there it is the see-through one, which is really something nice looking. That's really nice looking, that mag there. So 210 rounds. I got the 20 rounders here, and I got these little covers. I kind of like these. Never seen them before, but I do kind of like these. So, yeah, I know. Right now, the studio is a bit of a mess. As you can see, the camera lens, a little crooked. It's a little broke right now, but it's still working. We got the vise in here. That mirror is for when I'm filming myself like this, and I can see what the iPhone's up to. If I can see if it stopped recording, because I'm doing angle from this way sometimes. But right now, I think there's something wrong with the cord to upload videos to the computer from the phone, so I'm just using one camera for now. Having lots of technical difficulties, man. Lots of technical difficulties. Lots of cool books. A couple scriptures. Alchemy and Mysticism book. Really nice. This is my studio, guys. I don't think I've ever seen the studio. It's a bit of a mess right now, but that's okay. Just and then how I get that lighting for the flag here is just a little trick I do here, like this. Boop. That's how we get that effect there. I moved the table about 2 feet forward more to give us more depth in the back. New office chair. And there's a lot of prep guide stuff. Big bag of ammo, big bag of spare food. I mean, right now I'm just trying to organize this whole house because I'm really starting to get a lot of stuff, you know. Big old bolt cutters. Look at them things. So I'm starting to get a lot of stuff, you know. So I'm trying to organize. I'm working on it right now. Usually my desk isn't this terrible looking, but you know, making things and doing projects right now. So I'm kind of working. But yeah, that's what's up. Got lots of content for you guys to check out. So stay tuned. If you want to be a Patreon member, link will be below. That's much appreciated. This whole book thing will be on Patreon exclusively. So everything we do for that and prep-wise is only on Patreon. And that's just how that's going to be for my Patreon guys. Because they are what keeps the lights on in this studio. Because this is stuff here that I have going on is not cheap. And because of your guys' support, it enables me to do that. And I really, really appreciate the support that I get from my subscribers. Look at the old school GI mag. And keep my extra mags in there. You can actually make a Faraday cage out of one of these too, if you're so inclined. This is an old ammo box. I don't even know where I got this thing. M2 bandoliers. Yeah. 30-aught. So, there we go, guys. Yeah, just a quickie. I'll see you guys later. Peace.